Football and our junior section, Titherington Juniors, and Matt O'Brien joins me live on the show. Matt, how are you, mate?
I'm alright, thanks, bud. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good, really good. How are things Titherington style? You sent me a list saying just a couple of things that we've gone through, and I'm on 3 pages.
I think there's 9 things on that small list.
Yes, I'd hate to see what your large lists are like.
Can you imagine what it's really like?
Unbelievable.
Dear me.
So start us off then.
Everything football-wise is going fantastically well. We've got some brilliant results this morning. Our under-13s Wildcats continued their sort of title chasing form with a 4-3 win over their big rivals Richmond. So they're top of their league at the moment, which is amazing. One which is particularly we're proud of is our brand new under-8s Wildcats. So we sort of set them up before Christmas, as I think we spoke about. They've been training, they've been working really hard on a Monday night with Coach Danny and some of the others, and they've had their second game today in the Stockport Metro, and they've beat an established team 4-2.
Wow.
So that's the under-8 girls teams playing in the Stockport Metro mixed, it's called nowadays, but it's predominantly a lads league. So they've beat Team 4-2 this morning, which is brilliant.
Fantastic. And obviously it's great news that the games are on, because there's a lot of games locally that have been called off. So it's an absolute testament to the ground staff, the volunteers and everybody involved to get the games on this morning, mate.
It is. It's massive. I mean, from what time was I down there this morning? Probably about 9 o'clock. We had so Steve Hodgson's Football Academy session, which is like the grassroots iconic way into grassroots football, which we're proud to help him sort of facilitate. There's probably about 20 odd kids there who are from like 3 to 7 who, just turn up, play every week, go home, big smile on the face. And then we had our under-7s playing, and then our under-12s were playing, and I think our under-8s were due to be coming on soon as well. The under-7s manager actually marked out the pitches himself yesterday because Answer hadn't managed to get round to doing it. So it just goes to show you that, they really do go above and beyond some of the work you don't see in the background when you turn up and see, the Wembley of the North, shall we call it. And,
oh no.
Yeah, poor Ben was with the line marker yesterday, marking it all out.
Wow.
Which is just, what an incredible effort.
And the thing is, mate, you've got that many teams, it must be hard to keep tabs on things, but obviously you look at great news about the new under-8s kicking off and getting the first results, 13s flying, challenging at the top, the under-12s, if I'm right in saying, are in absolutely unbelievable form in the Manchester Youth Super League as well, aren't they?
They are, yeah, so they've had another really positive result today, winning 4-1. They sort of, no looking back really since moving up leagues just after Christmas. They're really kicking on. But from sort of the young ones all the way up to the top ones, we've got our under-18s, well, they're actually in under-17s, but they're playing in an under-18s league at Simply, and they're top of their league at the moment with, I think, probably 8 games to go. Got the under-13s who've reached the quarter-final of the County Cup. And we're literally just about to create our 7th 5-a-side team at under-7s, which must be some kind of record. We've never known anything like it around here before.
You'll be able to have a league on your own.
We've literally our own Tizzy Juniors in tournament, be much easier.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, really, really proud of that. Really proud of that, because that was one thing we were worried about, because obviously the 7s prop up the sort of, they're the start of the conveyor belt of teams. So every year you got under 7s, meaning in 10 years you'll have an under 18s, and it keeps going and going and going. So we're so proud of everybody who's helping to sort it out, facilitate it, give up the time.
And the thing is, mate, it's massively important that you keep adding to the bottom of the pile, and I mean that in respect of the age groups, and keep putting those under 17 because they build to under 8s, 10s, 12s, 15s, up to 18s, and it keeps the brand and the life of the club going, doesn't it?
Of course it does. Absolutely. If you don't have that sort of early age group, foundation stage, we call them, then in 10 years, theoretically, you've not really got a football club because there's nobody else coming through to sort of carry on the name. Now, we're blessed that we've got 30 under 6s who are raring to go after Easter, who will move up and become next season's under 7s. So there's 6 teams there already, and we stopped recruiting for them last year because we've had a real sort of set group who've been coming every week. It's just unbelievable, and testament to the hard work everybody does in training and everything else, the sponsors and the coaches. Just amazing, absolutely amazing.
It's brilliant. And obviously when you move away from league football, you look at cup football. We talk about the FA Cup, the Champions League, the FA Trophy that Mac are playing in today, but ultimately for the kids as well, playing in their own cup competitions. One thing that I've always said, even with my involvement with youth football, is the League Cups are great because you're playing against the side around you, but the County Cup is a different ball game, isn't it? And the 13s are actually flying in that as well.
They are. I think to test yourself, because obviously, your league, but to test yourself against the sort of best in your county, it's a really proud achievement, and they're flying at the moment. They've managed to book their place into the quarterfinals, which is just an incredible achievement. So we're dead proud of them. They're a team that's been with us since under 6s as well, and there's a real core group of them who have come through all together. And you've got Lee, Nigel, and Phil who do a brilliant job of looking after them as well. So it's they're really proud of them.
And obviously we spoke a couple of weeks ago at this brand new incentive with goal coaching that Titherington Juniors were kicking off, and it didn't start too bad, mate, did it?
No. So even despite the sort of horrible wind tunnel-like weather that we had on Tuesday, there was 27 girls who came down to the first session, which was 6 o'clock at Fallybroom, run by goal coaching Martin and Plarman, who were just absolutely amazing coaches. And they're so passionate about girls' football and the development of the girls' side of the game as well. It's not really something we've had around here before, where it's a specific development centre. It's extra football for girls. Doesn't matter if you play for Titherington, doesn't even matter if you play for a team. It's 6 till 8, so it's a good 2-hour block with sort of the creme de la creme of girls' football coaches, I would call them. And even better, for February, it's actually free, which is just an incredible gesture from not only the club, but also from the guys at goal coaching, and testament to, it's not always about making money and this, that and the other. Sometimes it is literally for the love of the game and to try and help the girls develop and, get better and enjoy it. It's just amazing.
And Matt, I say this every week, it's just phenomenal, the work. You can't thank the people that work at Titherington Juniors enough for the work and the effort and everything they put in. And you've got more exciting projects in the pipeline that I'm sure when I ask you what they are, you're going to say, we'll be able to tell you soon.
Yeah. So at the moment we're working with Cheshire FA, the Football Foundation, Mac Town Council, Cheshire East Council, the Titherington councillors, and a couple of schools with regards to creating a proper grassroots football hub in Titherington as well. But obviously with a massive benefit for the wider community, which utilising spaces which are not currently being used, which will mean that the wider community will have access to them as well, because it's a particular bugbear of mine that things aren't being maintained properly. I understand budgets, so we're going to try and take on some of the mantle and some of the hassle on behalf of everybody else. And we can't actually thank David and Emma, the two Titherington councillors, enough for their help. They have been absolutely above and beyond in helping us get to where we nearly are with it, which, next week, who knows? Could be exciting news, or I could just keep you on the line like this.
Yeah, this is the usual, but Matt, I will say this as always.